This is Wings of Glory from Ares Games. This is their Battle of Britain box set. So if you're not familiar with this, the Wings of Glory is a card-based tactical aviation game. It originally came out in about the 2000s under a different games manufacturer. Ares have owned it for, I'd say, about 15 years. They're reprinting content for the game. We're going to do an unboxing of this box set and compare it quality-wise to existing stuff and a little bit of chit-chat. So this is the basic rules of the game. You get 4 aircraft and it's themed for the 1940 Battle of Britain game. Okay, so let's have a look at what's inside. I've pulled all the plastic off, but I haven't had a good look around. Okay, nice solid box for a start. Really, really good. Very handy. You get your 4 aircraft. So in this you get 2, if you're familiar with the historical setting, you get 2 Spitfires and 2 Messerschmitts to play. These are all pre-painted aircraft. So let's see if we can get a bit of better focus in on that. Oh, let's have a look there. There you go. So these are pre-painted 1/200 scale World War II aircraft. In this case, this is the Spitfire. You see it there. Have a look underneath. Beautiful quality, pre-painted. Okay, let's have a look at the Messerschmitt now. I'll grab one of those out. You can have a look at it. There's 2 Messerschmitts. These are the early E-model Messerschmitts for those who want the technical details. There's an example of it there. Pre-painted, got all the little decals in there. These are JJ2 Richthofen. One of them has a bomb actually underneath, because towards the middle and latter stage of the Battle of Britain, some of the bombing aircraft were actually, they used the fighter aircraft to drop bombs, the J-boat. So you see all the decals under there, really, really beautiful. And they've maintained the level of quality. I believe it's a different manufacturer for this set than it was. I think it's probably about 7 or 8 years or something since this set was released. It's good to see Ares re-supporting the product, so let's just get in and have a look at the rest of it. Beautiful game, 20 years old and still going strong. Okay, let's have a look. This is the booklet of the Wings of Glory rules. So as I said, it's a card-based system. This is a full colour booklet. Goes through all the details, goes through all the chits, all the playing of the rules, how to handle bomber aircraft. So it has the rules for outside of this game as well, because obviously there's a whole range of pre-painted miniatures available for this game. Right, the second thing in the box here is the scenario booklet. Now, these scenarios are specifically set up for the Battle of Britain. So here's a series of scenarios that relate to games relating to the Battle of Britain. And there's a large amount, in the back there you can see the large amount of aircraft. Now, Ares Games currently is not reprinting all of these, but they are starting to reprint. There is a large number of second-hand content out in the marketplace. You can easily pick up the majority of these models if you wish to. Different themes, Pacific, more European-based stuff, which is obviously what this Battle of Britain's about. Also in here we have the boards. So when you're playing the game, you need to put your cards out and lay them out on boards. So you've got 4 playing boards, 1, 2, 3, 4, in different colours. I'd say green for Allies and grey for the Luftwaffe, the Germans there. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, lots of chits in this game. I'm going to get my finger under there. 5. Right. You have 6 boards of chits. So in this game, when you allocate damage, this is the World War II system of Wings of Glory. There is also a World War I set. So damage is by decks, A, B, C and D. So these are double-sided chits. You can see all the numbering in there. I don't know if you can get a good look at it, but that card is quite thick and quite solid. So we'll just go through them. A lot of those markers down there, the grey number markers, are fuel markers. They're ace abilities, so you can customize it. The rules are written, so for those who don't know, there's a basic set of rules, and then there's more advanced set of rules, so you can scale it up. Like the other Wings of products, there's Wings of Glory World War I, which is all World War I fighters, and even the Sails of Glory, which is a bit different, but it's that idea of scalable rules from basic out to advanced rules, and you just pick, when you're playing, you just decide what level of advancement you want in the rules. A lot of effects can happen to your plane: fire, smoke, hack, rockets. There's all counters there for that. You can go fast or slow when you're moving, so these are indicator things. The two in the center there are your rulers. So half a ruler distance between miniatures, one chit. A full ruler is one chit. A close range is half of the ruler is two chits. These are more, damage is A, B, C and D, and your aircraft say which caliber gun they're using. A is the lightest and D is the heaviest caliber gun, and they're all effects. You can see all in there, and all of those are obviously recorded in the manual. And here's the last set of counters here. So quite a large amount of counters in the game. Right, also in this box set, you get pegs, because all of your aircraft are based on stands. And if you play the altitude rule, there's 4 levels of altitude, so there's all the little pegs in there. And each aircraft has an allocated deck of cards. So in this set, you will see this is for the Messerschmitt. So there's the actual unit card itself, and these are the actual movement card of deck. As I said, it's a card-based system, not a dice-based. You choose 3 cards and then you move it out a turn at a time, attempting to fire at each other as you go. And obviously there's extra cards in there for options, drop tanks, limited ammo, things like that. So there are 4 card decks in the box. And let's just have a look at a Spitfire box set. So there's the Spitty unit card. There's the movement deck where you go and select your movement from. And there's the options there for the Spitfire, reverse diver, lucky pilot, sputtering engines. I think what's really nice about this is that cards like sputtering engine look at the technical aspects of the aircraft when they're flying. So you can make it quite historically accurate. And that's really nice. So that's everything you get in the book. Just a quick little overview. You get the scenario booklet and the main booklet. So you've got 2 booklets there, all full color. You get the bases there, so you can put your cards out, the layout things as you're playing. You've got 6 really high quality chipboards there, and all the counters that you'll need for the game. You've got your 4 decks. You've got your bases and your stands for your aircraft, and you get 4 pre-painted aircraft. Fantastic. Just a little note on quality. I'm going to reach in here. I've got some very, very old aircraft. This is from the first series in the early 2000s. So this is a Messerschmitt back from then. In terms of quality, it is almost the same. But one thing I did notice, in these early ones, back 20 years ago, the 3-bladed propeller was not accurate, so it wasn't 120 degrees for each blade. This is a bit nerdy, but for those who want to look at the quality difference, right, so if we go in now, and I'll grab out again one of the new ones that came out of the box set, we'll see, if you look at the, let me just try and get that zooming in there, right. If we get the quality there, you can see it. You'll notice that the propeller blade has that same angle where it's not quite 120 degrees of accuracy, which makes me think these are the original old molds from Nexus Games. Or they've modelled it so closely that they've repeated the inaccuracy. It's only a small thing. I mean, you could chop the prop. I've never bothered to fix my 20-year-old ones. In terms of quality and decal quality and all that, these are at least equal to what they were in the original box set 20 years ago with Nexus, and they were great then. The colour, the Spitfire colour is more flatter than I've seen in recent releases, and more accurate. The grey in this may be a bit too purple, bit too much red in the colour, but in terms of physical accuracy, the model is quite good. Okay, so that's it, folks. The Wings of Glory Battle of Britain box set. You've seen everything that's in there. There's plenty of stuff around the net where you can find out about Wings of Glory. There's new content being reproduced now, even though the game's 20 years old. There's a large second-hand market. A plug out to rival Sky Games. You have a look at them. They have a large and extensive of second-hand and new content as well that's still out there. So please take that up, and they also have this in at the moment, this being the new 2025. As always, I hope you're all well. Hello to you all. Happy gaming. Stay safe from Ludum Press. Cheers, folks. See ya.